Chapter 7, The Key to a Happy Life, April 17th, 2003. Ah, spring. The time when the landscape appears as if it were painted by a great artist, when the birds make music of symphonic quality, and when the very air we breathe feels air-conditioned. That last point is particularly important because it is only true so long as we are outside. If we are inside, it is a different matter altogether. Most of the year, indoor air is fabulously fresh, clean, and circulating at the right temperature, thanks to the greatest source for clean, wonderful air. Not the Clean Air Act, but central air conditioning and heating. When people say, "Hey, turn on the air," it is literally true. We hardly open windows anymore, which, not being Mr. Outdoors, I think is fine in principle. But in the spring, the air goes off. It is no longer cold enough for heat, but not yet warm enough for air conditioning. The thermostat tells the machine to stay put. You could turn on just the blowers, but who thinks of doing that? So the air just sorta sits there, dormant and still. It is the right temperature, but it is not moving. You might not notice this at first, but once you focus on it, you suddenly realize, I'm suffocating. This is precisely the revelation that hit me 2 nights ago. For 2 weeks, nights had been oddly miserable. It wasn't too hot or too cold, just oddly and unidentifiably uncomfortable. I would wake somehow unrested. Am I sick? Am I getting old? Finally it hit me. The only circulation in this room comes from human breath. This room needs a fan running. On it came, and with it, life itself. The night was suddenly glorious, clean, and happy. All dreams were dreamy. I awoke, and there was once again music in the air, the feel of flowers, the sound of birds, metaphorically, of course. The fan has brought the spring indoors. Then I began to notice something. This problem isn't limited to the bedroom. It afflicts virtually all indoor space. In the spring, with neither heater nor air conditioner, indoor air begins to sink into a stultifying blechiness. If you are sitting in the same spot, you are breathing the same air again and again. My office needs a fan, too. I turn it on to the same effect. The flowers appear, the birds sang, the air moved. Suddenly my day has become as glorious as my night, filled with rapturous, spring-like freshness. The fan, God bless it. At this point in a superficially trivial essay such as this, one is supposed to plunge into history and reveal all the details that one knows about the history of the fan, so that the reader won't walk away thinking, I can't believe this guy thinks that his personal fan experience is worthy of an article. Or I could plunge into the economics of the fan, how it is the system of free enterprise that gives us such choices: ceiling fans, stand-up fans, desk fans, clip-on fans, handheld fans, and more. Hence, the system of delivery must be guarded against all encroachment by the state. But thanks to the fan running in my office, I feel no burden to defer to any model of writing that is so tediously conventional. In any case, the economic point is obvious enough that fans are available everywhere. For the history, it turns out that this isn't necessary. The history of the fan is already well documented at the website of the Fan Museum in London, www.fan-museum.org/history.htm. Of course, the history on this site, a bit pompous, deals with the inferior and primitive handheld fan. For the serious stuff that we use in real life, you have to go to the site of the Fan Collectors Association, www.fancollectors.org, in Andover, Kansas, which is appropriately hip to the magnificence of the electric fan. This site has an amazing array of pictures of its fans. You can also participate in the Fan Forum. You can attend an event which the site says is a great way to meet new friends, share fan stories, and buy, sell, and trade fans. Maybe so. What I do know is that the fan is the key to a happy sleep. It is the key to a happy, productive day. And because nights and days make up the whole of life, the fan is the key to a happy life. For a mere $9 to $20, you can bring the spring indoors without the bugs or pollen or other natural menaces. Buy a fan and live a full life.